If you in this climate, you
You
think that
can't
shit gonna be
flop
sold
with
out?
talent. I'm telling you, you can't flop. I'm gonna tell you now, you cannot flop with talent. That's what got Drake to where he's at because he's
No, well,
talented.
no. But he's already like a child molest. Like he already went to jail for doing some weird shit. Nobody's about to come. He's not. Come on, Tracy. You really
See,
think he about to
no,
sell out
okay,
some?
so this is what it is because we got to keep it a bean or whatever, right? You okay? So you, if you all were following the Diddy thing, do you all know that they really didn't have nothing on Diddy as to why Diddy's sitting in jail? They really didn't have nothing on him. Do you understand that they really didn't
No,
have
no. I
nothing on
understand.
that? What they
No, I
did
mean,
was they
yeah.
wasted taxpayers' money or whatever. So they had to throw whatever they could, whatever little bit that they could or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then just give him the max for that or whatever. Which it ain't even finna be the max because Diddy will probably be out in 2 years with time served or whatever. But it was really truly nothing that they truly had on that man that was going to be able to lock him up. What they did was just waste taxpayers' money, and they realized that people were finding that out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same thing with R. Kelly. The stuff that R. Kelly, like I told you all in the other space or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The stuff that happened with R. Kelly, that 15-year-old girl or whatever, they had all of the evidence, like we talked about. The tapes was around that. They had the tapes, and they did not put that man in jail because of his influence and his money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, you come back now because I didn't watch it or whatever, but everybody that I heard watch it could not even believe. They be like, okay, well, what did R. Kelly do? Because all of these women were grown and they flew out to where he was and did like it was really nothing. You know what I'm saying? So all of that right there is smoke and mirrors. I'm telling you now, R. Kelly come out and drop an album and go on tour, it's gonna be sold out. That's just it. That's just it.
I don't know.
That's
I
the
mean,
facts. R. Kelly is too talented. He's too talented. It'd be different if it was somebody like Trey Songz. R. Kelly
so okay. Let me
ran
ask
the
you this, Tracy.
summer or whatever.
So
He
let me ask you
ran,
this. So
yeah.
him having sex with kids, right? That you
What
think
kids
people
did he have
really?
sex with? All I saw was a 15-year-old. All I saw was a 15-year-old girl who was pop
That's a
locking and dropping it for him.
Tra-
I'm
Tracy.
serious.
That's a
I'm
kid,
serious.
bro.
She
That's a
wasn't
kid,
forced to do nothing.
but
I
Aaliyah
get
was a
it. And
kid
I
too.
get what you're saying. He should have been locked up 20 years ago. Money should not have been the reason that R. Kelly was not locked up. That just shows you how effed up the justice system is. That's it.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah.
It's messed up. The same with
I,
Diddy. They didn't have
yeah, I
nothing
just
on Diddy. What Diddy? Everybody signed an NDA. Look at the sex tape that just dropped. Everybody was consensual with that, with those freak offs, whatever. He wasn't forcing nobody to do that stuff. Those were grown
yeah.
women who
No,
wanted
I'm
to
not even
do that.
disagreeing with you with that. I ain't disagreeing with you that, but I just feel like those are two different situations. Or like a kid and like grown people like having whatever that orgy, whatever the fuck. Like, but come on, like that's a kid, Tracy, and then Aaliyah too. Like this is all documented.
Y'all
Then he
gonna have
kept
to give
on,
Aaliyah up because before Aaliyah passed, she was with a grown man. She was with a
but she
grown.
was
She was with a
grown.
grown older man.
But she was grown
But she
when she
married R.
passed.
Kelly, so you know her mom and daddy had to sign those papers for her to do that, right?
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But that's what I'm saying though. Like we knowing all this stuff, right? We knowing that he was having sex with kids, and then he get out. He do his 25 years. He get out right now and have like you say, he is talented. But you think
So
people
you
gonna
think it was
flood?
more than that 15-year-old girl that R. Kelly was doing that with?
Yes. Come on, that's back in them days too.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Like, come on
Okay.
now, like Tracy, Aaliyah is the other one. Like that's just another one that I know for a fact. But you gotta think like I mean, I just don't feel like he would have a sold out. I'm not saying that people won't go to the concert, but just a sold out show, like after people knowing that he has sex
They
with kids.
said it in the Boondocks. Look at what happened in the Boondocks. That was true, inevitable. Like R. Kelly came out with a fire album. It's going people don't care. And look at Dr. Dre. They don't care. Look at what Kendrick did. They don't care. They don't. They don't.
I mean, I
Everything
agree
is
with that
fake.
part.
Everything is fake. And I'll tell you even more. Kitty posted that those videos of that Stevie Knight or whatever, and I just watched that video or whatever where you call yourself apologizing or whatever to Drake fans and to Drake or whatever because you was just riding so hard with Kendrick or whatever. So I decided to look at the whole video and do some research. The reason that nigga is apologizing is so that he can continue to talk about Drake because all of his reactions, they getting like 70, 75,000 views or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're not able to do that with Kendrick anymore because Kendrick's not giving you nothing anymore.
Yeah, he corny.
So now that you know that you're not getting anything from Kendrick, you're gonna move right on over to Drake so you can still put out your content and get your views and your check.
But you know what? I had seen.
So that's why I say a lot of that stuff with Jay-Z, it's super fake. It is especially coming from, I'll say, like older people. Younger people, yeah, they may not know who Jay-Z is or whatever, but all of these older people sitting up here talking about Jay-Z was their top 10, whatever. I ain't never had Jay-Z in my top 10. But it was a bunch of other people that's now saying, "Oh, it's trash,
Tracy, I'm
and
telling you,
stuff."
they just
No, if
being
that's
real
your
now.
top
Look,
10, ride with your top
no, they
10.
being real now. Like, you see, you said that he wasn't in your top 10, right? And you being real about
Mhm.
that. They always felt like they had. Well, this is what I believe. I just felt like they always felt like they had to say that, especially like the Ray Daniels and these people that's in the media and industry. Like, I felt like they was forced to say that, and that wasn't true. Just like you said, that he never was like one of your favorites or in your top 10. I feel like it's people around your age that feel the same way, but they just felt like they had to say it off the respect and like not wanting to get in quote unquote trouble or lose a job, bro. Because Jay Z, all right, like he cool. He a good rapper. I can't even. He has some good songs, but like I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I don't understand, like, especially like people. I don't know. I just look at it for everybody's just trying to collect the check. So you just really can't trust anything that they say. I think that they all fake. I think the same people that's out here talking about Jay-Z was trash and 2 weeks ago he was your top 10, he was your GOAT of all time or whatever. I just think those are the same people that did the same thing to Drake 2 years ago.
Yo, can y'all hear me? Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
Now
I
we
hear you. I
can
hear you.
hear.
All right, god damn. I was trying to talk the whole time, but it was I don't know, this shit is tweaking. But y'all was cooking. I was trying to jump in because I agree with you, Tracy, to an extent because regardless, when it boils down to people don't really care. Like people don't really care. Like especially with the R. Kelly situation, it's too much gray area, even though it's recorded and stuff. Like people unfortunately don't care. And I agree also, Tracy, and maybe because I am biased because I'm from Chicago. And people love R. Kelly. Like when it came out that dude, what's that nigga name? The David dude chopped up that girl and all that. Like in the beginning parts, his streams went up. People started streaming his music and shit like that. Like people really be on that type shit. Like, especially like if they stream somebody like him that doesn't have a big catalog R&B. I mean, R. Kelly has R&B that people love, like genuinely love, like adore his music. They're not gonna fucking turn their back on him, unfortunately, if it's a whole bunch of like a big ass debate about if he did it, if he not. Like he's one of those people I think that can break through and have that exception. Now, if he came out, I don't think he'll be breaking no records and shit like that. He won't have Drake numbers and shit. But like they gonna pull up. The line is gonna be wrapped around. It's gonna be a whole bunch of people. It's people right now. Like I'll be all on Instagram. People be like,
Facts.
man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm listening to R. Kelly, man. I can't turn this off. Blah blah blah. So go ahead, go. I know you want to jump in. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the same shit you were saying. Like, I was trying to talk before, but I guess she was like bugged up and shit. But like, I just feel like you feel me. Just like niggas is right now, like they still listen to R. Kelly. Niggas will definitely go buy them tickets. You know what I'm saying? It will never be no motherfucking the same shit as it was though. And that's just the facts of it. You feel me? Like it will never be what it was. But niggas, you will have those niggas that will go buy that ticket. They will be in the concert. They have females that's definitely gonna buy tickets. Like you feel me? But the crazy shit about everything is just like it's not even about the tickets. It's the simple fact of the disgusting behavior that transpired. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you're a good artist and everything. Like you feel me? Like and at the end of the day, like it's kids. Like we talk about children here. Like you feel me? Like if you had a daughter or you had a son. Like, you feel me? Like, it's shit like that I be thinking about. And these parents guilty too for even letting their kids do all that shit just off the strength of what Jay was saying earlier. The influence of R. Kelly because he got money and all this other shit. This nigga he slid with a lot of shit for a lot of years. You get what I'm saying? Like, he slid for a lot of shit. Just like a Jay-Z, he was sliding for a lot of shit for a lot of years. These niggas been sliding for a lot of shit. So I look at it like it's just the principle of it for me. It's just like, yo, you feel me? Because if you as a nigga, as a man, you understand how people think. Like, you feel me? Like how other men would think or how other men would move. And I just feel like if you was moving that way for that long, you're not about to change, my nigga. Like, you feel me? That's just what you feel me? Like, you like the Diddy shit. This nigga Diddy was under investigation, still doing freak offs, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was doing the same shit. He's under investigation for. He was still doing it. So like, y'all niggas are used to a certain type of lifestyle. Y'all used to getting what y'all want. And unfortunately, what y'all want, like, y'all want young girls, y'all want little kids. Y'all can have any girl in the world, but y'all choose. As grown men, y'all make the choice to look at these little girls, go after little girls, and that's the decision I just can never get with. You feel me? Like, cause y'all can have any girl, y'all can have mothers, y'all can have grandmas, y'all can have aunties, but y'all choosing these little ass kids, and that's just the thing with me that it don't sit right with me. I can't give you my money. Like, I can't sit here and put money in your pocket knowing that you out here doing all this other freaky shit when you off the stage and behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is just the shit we know about. It's a lot of shit we don't know about. That's the craziest shit. The craziest shit that happened is the shit that we don't know about. That's where the craziest shit happens at. The shit that we don't hear about. You feel me? So I just look at it like, yo, this is what we see. And like I said, bro, I'm a red flag type of nigga. You give me too many red flags, I'm on that. You know what I'm saying? And that R. Kelly been had his red flags. Like, and that's just where we at with that. You feel me? I just can't support that shit.
The Diddy shit.
See, I think that John Kelly just did. I only think it was only that encounter with that 15-year-old girl or whatever, and I think that was because her unsparkle, encouraged that behavior. But I remember Chingy, on tour with R. Kelly, and the one thing that he said is that R. Kelly and his people always checked IDs. So if people is coming in there and they are doing everything that they can to make sure that, these people are of age or whatever, then how can you really be mad? And then you all say like the parents or whatever, but if your child is going to go out there and do something, you probably 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to be able to stop them for something that they want to do. They will find a way to do it.
Yeah, I don't get down like that. You feel me? Like, I don't know what, like, you feel me? This is that for me. Like, I don't know what I don't get down like that shit at all. So it's not gonna happen. That's just how I look at it. You feel me? And if it does happen, it's not gonna be like I'm not gonna be with it. There's no amount of money you're gonna pay me for me to be like, oh yeah, it's all good. I'll turn no, nigga. You feel me? Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, that's just period. So there's no excuse that's gonna make me be like, oh, you know what, you're right. It's not right. No matter how you take it from me, that's just how I look at the situation. You get me? Like,
I mean, there was grown women that was out there messing around with R. Kelly, like people that had jobs, quit their jobs so they can go chase up after R. Kelly. I mean, you have a choice or whatever. What I don't understand is that you can't rewrite. This is not Back to the Future. So we can't be in the future and then try to rewrite what's already happened in the past. If your child is going to go out here and just do whatever they want to do or whatever, you can try all you want or whatever. Look at all those what do you call it, teen takeovers that's been happening all around the United States or whatever, in different cities or whatever. You think they parents is just letting them do that type of behavior? Do you think they know about it? Do you think that they're encouraging it? Because I don't think so. I think a lot of those parents would, especially how those kids be dressed and the cars that they be driving downtown with or whatever. I don't think that parents is encouraging them to do that. So some stuff you just not going to be able to have control, you know what I'm saying, over your kids. And then also too, a lot of stuff decisions that people make, you cannot be just sitting up here holding a man accountable for those decisions. Women make decisions too. They need to be held accountable for those decisions as well.
Um, I see Zuka. You can jump to this conversation. I just want to go back also to kind of what Cole was saying with the Diddy shit. It's crazy because like niggas was saying free Diddy after a whole video of him, slapping Cassie up and down the hallway in that hotel. And they literally stopped saying that after they seen him doing some like they heard in the case that he was doing like weird shit with men. Like that's when niggas stopped saying the free Diddy shit. That's how like y'all niggas are weird as hell. Like when he slapped Diddy Cassidy, it was like, yo, what she do, man? She probably did some shit, man. He was on drugs. Soon y'all found out that he was like wrestling with semen and all a bunch of weird shit. Y'all like, oh nah, fuck Diddy. Like y'all niggas weird, man. Like that's niggas is crazy. Go ahead, Zuko.
Nah,
You
that's
want
a
to
fact though.
go ahead, Zuko. You want to jump in convo? Zuko.
Hey, I was gonna say J. Cole. I just seen somebody. Bootleg Kev said, the fall off is still album of the year." How you feel about that, Tracy?
Speaking of Sug Blue,
Oh damn, go ahead.
Who is Kev?
Yeah, Bootleg Kev has said that.
I don't know. I told y'all Iceman is number one. I mean, it's number two album of the year, but Iceman is number one for me.
Rage bait.
That nigga
Hey
And
man,
that's me being a huge, y'all know how I feel about J. Cole, but nah. Yeah, no.
and then somebody.
It's no skips. It's no skips. No, I'm lying. I'm skipping that goddamn Atlanta on I'm sorry, I'm skipping
Went to
Atlanta
Y'all got
Atlanta.
Atlanta on Iceman.
y'all gotta
But
stop
J.
doing that.
Cole, he had a lot more skips. He had a lot. If a lot of people, okay, me skipping Atlanta is just me. But if I didn't skip Atlanta, that album has no skips, none whatsoever.
Yeah,
So
fact. I seen somebody
yeah.
putting the comments under that, and they show his daily streams on the album. It was again like 1.5 or something like that million streams daily, and I was just like what? Why don't he get? Why do you feel like he don't get heavy replay value, Tracy?
Well, he get replay value for me, but I'm just got him on timeout until like right before the concert. I'll be playing it again or whatever, but I'm just gonna I dedicated a lot of time until Drake came out. As I told y'all, to the fall off. I was listening to the fall off every day. I don't know. I got the CDs and the vinyls too, so But yeah, I'm just gonna take some time off now so I can just, sit with Drake or whatever. And then when the concert come in August, like probably in July, I'll start back listening to the fall off.
You going to the Iceman? You gonna try to make it to if Drake go to tour too,
Mm,
Tracy?
yep, most definitely. Yep.
Uh, I was gonna say I've been seeing people say like that J. Cole album is the only album that even though obviously I think Drake has rap album of the year and period like album of the year besides any genre. Obviously the year is not over yet, but I've been seeing people try to say like Kehlani album is like album of the year, just trying to put that shit out there. I ain't seen nobody talk about nothing on Kehlani shit. That Folded shit was on her last album. Like I think they just trying to throw any album out there. Ebro said that shit. I think they be trying to throw any
Oh
album
yeah,
out
he
there.
did say that.
Yeah, any album out there is kind of discredit. Like, and Axe said today, and I agree with him 100%. He tweeted out today that Habiti the R&B album of the
Yeah,
year.
he said R&B up.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean,
That's a
Facts.
fact.
it's better than Chris Brown shit. Chris Brown shit is nobody's playing nothing on Chris Brown shit. Like he's about to drop a deluxe. I seen like you drop already 30 songs and you about to drop a deluxe because ain't none of them songs on there hit. Like the only song, the biggest song on there that hit is the song that came out last year, the song with Bryson Tiller when they was doing the TikTok dances and shit. Like, and that song old, but he put that on the album. That's the only song that's really going up.
Man, I ain't heard no song from
So
Chris Brown, man.
I was looking at the some statistics yesterday actually, and so this week, this Thursday or Friday, whatever, is gonna make Drake at 3 weeks officially. I think like at number one his album Iceman, right? So the following week, obviously tomorrow and Friday, nobody's dropping. I mean, I think Vince Staples is dropping, but he's expected to. He's the biggest artist expected to drop like tomorrow after tomorrow, but he's gonna do like I think 80,000, 70,000. So Iceman's already trending way higher than that. So I think we're gonna go for 4 weeks. After that, though, next week, Olivia Rodrigo is going to drop, which I saw. She's expected to do about 400K. So she's probably gonna dethrone Iceman for maybe a couple weeks. But I think Iceman might go back up. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because there's talks of Jay-Z potentially dropping Jay-Z's last album, 444, which was one of his
He
bigger
only did like
ones.
200 or something.
Yeah, it did about 230. This one would be projected to sell less, maybe not considerably less, but maybe around like the 200,000 mark, which Olivia Rodrigo would beat. So he wouldn't even touch number one, regardless. So if he did do a surprise drop, because Olivia is expected to do like 420,000. So
Who's Olivia?
oh, I love Olivia. She makes great music. She's like she's a like more like a pop artist.
Kinda like a pop singer.
Yeah, she's more in the rankings like Gracie Abrams, Taylor. I think
Oh
Taylor
man,
actually brought
you
her up.
losing me now, Zuka. I ain't gonna lie. I
Oh, bro,
don't know
I
none.
listen to all types
Yeah.
of music. Oh, Gracie Abrams.
No,
Gracie
no, I
Abrams, you
do
gotta check
too,
her
but
out.
I don't listen to. I don't like. I don't tap in.
So Gracie
Oh,
Abrams
well, I
comes from
haven't
like
tapped
rich
in, I should
parents.
say.
Her father, I think, is like a executive, but she's actually like a very very talented like writer and singer. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay, man, but yeah, stream Janet shut the fuck up and Iceman.
You excited for Jay Z album, Zuka? You gonna be listening to that shit? Like
which one?
you a Jay Z
Olivia?
fan? Like if Jay no, I'm talking about if Jay Z drops some shit, like you be excited for
Nah,
that shit.
I'll be honest with you. So I come from like my favorite artists like growing up was like people like Nas, Method Man, Wu Tang. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of come from that. Jay also was like a big factor in when I was growing up, right? Like just a lot of the music that he was making and stuff like that. So I was really a big fan of Jay. I think when that kind of dropped, was I was a bigger fan of Nas than Jay. So when they had they battle. I was kind of like leaned to one side or another, but it didn't mean that I stopped listening to Jay. Just fucked with Nas more, just originally, and this is me as a kid, right? And even now, so um, when I listen to it, I don't like even 444 for me. I'll be honest with you, I like halfway liked it. I think people like a lot of people platformed it and boosted it a lot more than for me.
That shit
When I
was a snooze fest.
it was a little bit like for me, it wasn't like necessarily like relatable or anything like that. I wasn't really rocking with it. I think I like maybe like a few songs on there, but in general, I think now he's way out of touch. I can't even imagine, especially like hearing that freestyle. I can't imagine there's anything that I would actually like enjoy on an album. But would I listen to it? I mean, I'm probably like gonna skim through it, like, and it's probably gonna be like a nasty skim, like 10 seconds, like 15 seconds, and then I'm skipping.
Yeah, I'm
Wait a minute, but Jay Z is supposed to be so since you're an actual
Oh
fan of
yeah,
Jay Z and you listen
his
to his
old shit like
music,
PSA. Oh yeah, like I'll sing
because
word for word.
everybody else is talking about they not no
Oh
fans
no no no.
with, and he was just a ghost like 2 weeks ago. But Jay Z, okay, so I think, and Maul said it too, that he's gonna come out with some more freestyles at the other two concerts or the other 2 days that he do. So do you think that if those freestyles are better, you don't think that his album will also be better too?
I think if we look at, because CJ is more of like a legacy, like a legacy kind of act, like legendary, whatever. His old work is always gonna it's gonna be hard to kind of live to that height. And I think the biggest thing with that is 444 had huge marketing and promotion. If you guys remember, huge marketing and promotion, and it only did 200. Now that was in 2017. Like he's so far removed from that. Even the way he looks crazy now. I think, and all these like allegations that had come out and stuff like that, I don't think help him. Also, I'm looking at the way people like just are reacting in social on social media, like in the comments, and the conversation being had around him is not the same as when 444 was coming. When 444 was coming out, it's like, yeah, yo, Jay Z's coming back. Wow, okay, yo, we want to hear what's going on. Like people were actually like kind of interested because these conversations about pedophilia and all that was not happening at that point. And so when you looked at social media at that time, there was a lot of positive media coming out right before 444, and the promotion was amazing for that. Now, like this and now, there's way too much negativity. There's way too much like fan bases that like even me, I don't like Jay even more now. You see, like at that time, 444, I could tolerate him, yes, whatever, like it was still cool. But now it's like gone to a whole different level where I think there's like a lot of like dark, like demonic things that have been uncovered. Where like a fan like me, maybe that didn't know some of those things, that knows now, makes me want to separate myself even more away from these like weird ass, like you see what I'm saying? Like these demonic kind of like ritualistic leaning things that Jay Z seems to be a happy part of. I don't like that shit. So It just
Okay,
doesn't
so
seem genuine.
inevitable. He's saying the same thing
Yeah.
that you saying.
Yeah, it's not genuine to me anymore.
Mm.
I think Drake still has a lot of genuineness. That's why even 15, 16, 17 years later, I can still listen and still relate to him, and it's still personable to me because he puts out a version of himself that's not sensitive, but what's it called, vulnerable is the best way that I can put it. Even now, think about it. He's a billionaire. He don't give a fuck still. He's telling you like, yo, this hurt me. This hurt me. You don't gotta say that. But when you're too when you're too big into yourself, too big in your head, and you can't be vulnerable in your music, it affects the way I listen to you. Now, when I know all this shit about Jay, I can't listen to the music the same way because I know he has his hands in like a lot of dark shit. So I know it's like all manipulative. It's the same way that I feel about Kendrick. That's why like the whole disappearing act, yo, yeah, your money runs low, then you come back to the culture. Yo, black people, come on my back. You're running low on money. Okay, but then you disappear for 5, 6 years. In those 5, 6 years, the black community is going through a lot of struggles with police, with civil rights, and all this. We don't see your face. You're not out marching. You're not speaking. Not even a Twitter post. Not an Instagram. You disappear. You out of our lives. But you know when you come back though, when the money's low. Hey, I got a tour coming up and an album. All black people support. I am the culture. But when the culture actually needs you in that 5, 6 year gap, you're pieced out. You know why? Because you've already made your bread off of our backs. That's good enough.
I think too, like it's hard for Jay Z to, figure out what he wants to rap about or make music about. That's why he's kind of like leaning into this persona. Cause I'll be very interested, he's whatever, 55, 56. What does a 55, 56 year old rap about to end up on the charts? Or if you're not trying to chase the charts, how do you, capture like people's emotions? Like how do you get people's attention at this age? And I think he don't know how, you know what I mean? I don't think he knows how to do that, but he sees the climate right now. He sees the climate against him and what's going on with him and the narratives around him. And he probably wants to make music. So he's like, all right, well, I'm just gonna lean into this beef shit and I'm just gonna just start dissing people and then talking about this and then maybe they'll give me a Grammy for it because like, I'm Jay-Z and I'm gonna just lash out at everybody and how they did me wrong and talked about my family. Instead of trying to make good music and see if he can capture people's, hearts about making good music, I'm just gonna make a whole bunch of just like bullshit shooting at people and angry shit. Cause again, like we never seen no rapper be this old and try to be a rapper. Like Jay-Z would be one of the first to do that. Like we don't take like, none of these other niggas. I don't think it's nobody even older than Jay-Z. Like I don't know if Too Short he is older, but we don't take Too Short like
I think
serious.
E40 older than that.
Okay, yes, but like, yeah, even E40, like nobody really taking E40 serious when he drops something. E40 get on a song, we like, oh damn, that's E40. Like whatever, it is what it is. Like people expect a lot from Jay Z because it's Jay Z. You know what I mean? Even though they acting like they not right now, but they expect him to be great. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
see,
It's not too.
man, that be people fault, bro. That be people getting old and shit. Like that's his fault, bro. You still can be out here living, having a good time, partying, buying, doing your thing. Like that be those rappers. Like they age they self. Like so, that was a good point you made. Like he, I don't see what he can come and rap about because 444 was when him rapping about like real estate and all that shit, getting your shit together, whatever, whatever. So now it's like since you already said the grown shit, like they need niggas need to rap grown or whatever you said. It's like now you can't even come out and rap about partying, which is, I mean, it's still fair. You could still do that because I mean, you Jay-Z and like niggas that's 55 and well people that's 55 now, they kind of like younger. They're not too like old acting. You know what I'm saying? So it's on like it's on Jay Z, bro. You the one that's trying to be extra old. So now you put yourself in a position where it's like, if he did come back and try to be like, big pimping Jay Z or like half, you know what I'm saying, talk about Ice and Car and whatever, whatever, they gonna be like, man, sit your old ass down, bro, cause you done age yourself. That's why I love that Drake continue to be youthful, bro, like as long as possible, bro, to show like, no, you can still have fun, you can still do this, and the music still look like Drake. You know what I'm saying? It don't look like he trying to be extra young and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Blue, you kind of hit it on there. I don't think he know what to rap about, bro. So all he gonna do is shoot them little shots and be like, yeah, and billions and on billions and like, okay, bro, this and talk about bees. All right, that's all you gonna do, bro. Like,
You know?
But Nas did it. Nas did it a couple of years ago. 6 albums in 3
Oh
years.
yeah.
I think Jay-Z can figure something out.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I forgot about
but
that.
it didn't
That
do. It didn't
nonsense.
really do anything like I and like Zuka said. I always like Nas too, growing up more than Jay Z. You know what I'm saying? And he was sincere off belly. I just thought he was cool to hell. But Nas did get a younger producer, which Hit Boy, but they still didn't. They didn't. I mean, I guess I think like the first
The
two.
albums was fire. Like matter of fact, not even just Nas. Common and Pete Rock came out with an album that was dope
See,
too.
Tracy, now
So it's like
you losing us,
they
Tracy.
can do it.
You losing us because they probably was good albums, but you know what we mean right now. We mean as far as like something that's gonna hold the audience and like, damn, Jay Z back. He got another Hard Not Life or like like something that's gonna hold the people. I don't think he got that because I don't feel like he can rap. He can, but I don't think they was gonna take it serious. Like if he rap about having fun and
I was
whatever,
such a
whatever.
fan of Nas. I know this is gonna sound crazy, and it is crazy to talk about it now. But I used to try chip my tooth, like literally, like nobody knew. And but anytime I had an opportunity, something, I literally would take my front tooth and I would just bash it like constantly, just to get that same chip that he had. And
I ain't gonna lie, Fab
yeah,
Chip too. That shit was sweet back in the day. That's guy, that nigga
yeah,
Nas said
I'll be
Fab did have
retarded.
a crispy chip too. Though, I ain't gonna lie, but yeah.
Yeah, I would take like something hard and just like start cracking on my tooth, just I'm like, fuck, man. But I didn't know I could get like nerve damage and shit at that time. So I got like
Yeah,
a
That's
tiny
not
a
hey
changing.
tiny
Zuki, yeah,
chip.
you tripping and shit. I ain't want to do it, but it just it went with him.
It's I think it's crazy. I put on the jumbotron, uh,
That's
just
my
to just
favorite
look
artist.
just to look at it in order. Nas is 52, by the way. He's a little bit younger than Jay Z, and King Disease dropped in 2020. So yeah, that's a lot of albums. That's a lot of music. But I'm gonna go with you on that. But like what you said, I ain't heard not one song from none of this shit. Like not a single. I tried to listen to one of these albums. I think it was the last one. And this man Nas picked the worst beats ever. This nigga beats be so ass, Tracy. Like
Oh, that one
Hey,
you talking about the
yeah, the
last
last.
one that he did with DJ Premier?
yeah.
Oh no, that was terrible. That was
Yeah, I didn't
Nah, I
like
ain't
terrible.
gonna
that.
lie.
That was
Like
terrible.
But his
the
career,
first
he's
two,
kind of
the
been like
first
that.
two was kind of straight. Like just hearing them on some like Hit Boy shit. Like it
But
was
can I
straight. You know what I'm saying? I low key. Tell y'all a little bit. I was in the stool. You know what I'm saying when
you like
they
the
was not when he was in there, but when Hit Boy was doing some things and shit like that, and the shit was sounding hard. I ain't gonna lie, like the first with that King Disease shit, like, but after that, it's just like, mm,
after I got mixed and mastered, it sounded like shit. I get it.
yeah, it's like,
But
but
you know,
you know,
I'll say this though, Nas, I think that's what makes him an incredible artist. He's not the one that you could ever say, oh, the beats carried him. That's why Nas is so popular. His songs because of the beats. Nah, nigga, guess what?
that's true, that's
The
true.
beats were trash. So why does he carry his
I,
lyrics?
I don't know.
That's
Whoa,
what
whoa,
makes
whoa,
I
whoa.
think
I don't think it's one mic and all them beats was hard. I ain't gonna lie, like Brave Hearts and shit.
no. That's not what I'm trying. See, you're picking, like you're pinpointing
Okay,
just
okay,
one.
yeah. No, yeah, you're right, you're right.
Generally, right? That the saying about Nas is that he always picks like trash beats. That
That's a
I'm just
fact.
going,
That's a
yeah,
fact.
on a general basis, and I think that's what makes him such an incredible, like unique artist. Is that hey, guess what? You could never say his beat because a lot of artists, like a lot of people say that about certain artists. Oh no, it's the beats, it always carries. You can't say that about Nas. It's his words and his lyrics. That's it.
No, that's a
I
fact.
mean, that nigga still should pick some better beats though, my nigga.
No,
Like
it's true. But listen, I was 12, 13, like memorizing this shit. So imagine like the subjects and the shit that he's talking about, and I'm 12 and 13 interested, like reading the lyrics over and over and over just to hold them on my mind.
Yeah, I was listening to 50 like that though. I ain't gonna lie, but
yeah, 50 was my fucking goal. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
50
that
was
was my
my
joint.
my first favorite rapper ever was Cassidy. And then after that it was 50. Then after that it was Drake. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Your
Yeah,
first
my
favorite rapper ever was Cassidy?
It's
yeah,
Cassidy.
Cassie was that
Cass is
nigga
going.
back in the day. I
Yeah,
ain't
he
gonna
He
was
was
lie.
going
going
crazy.
Freestyle,
he
that
was
nigga was.
going
No,
insane.
but 50 for sure was mine. Like after Lauren Hill, like I think I told y'all, like I wouldn't even when I was young. My mom and dad's churchy, so they always was playing church music and shit. So one day they had ran in like I think it was like Kmart, one of the grocery stores, and me and my brother was in the car, and I had turned the radio station, and that's when I had heard Lauren Hill. Then I had watched Sister Act, I'm like, and my mom told me like that's the girl that you was listening to on the radio. I'm like, oh shit, and you know she was cute and shit. I'm like, all right. So that's the first time I even got introduced to like that style, and, like the Fugees and all that shit. Then 50 came out. It was like, oh shit, I'm about to start acting bad and shit. Like 50 album, hey, it was 50. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was 50. What Cam, and after that it was just shit Drake. Well, Wayne then Drake.
Oh yeah,
It's
Diplomats. The Diplomats was
Yeah,
crazy
well
for
the
me.
whole dips. Yeah, the whole dips
Yeah,
for real.
I was a huge fan of DMX too, though. DMX, I think I was like infatuated with that nigga so much. Like, I literally would just walk around barking like a dog. My mama think I'm crazy. Mace, I was a huge fan. Harlem World, that
No, I
whole
fuck with
thing.
Mace too. I ain't gonna lie, I
Oh
did
my
fuck with Mace.
God, I read his autobiography like at 14. I was like so young, just like picking up. I was like going to run to get his autobiography. That's how big of a fan. Outkast, huge fan of them. Like
See,
infatuated.
all those people, I would say, Zunaida, because like all those people, we did have a lot of people in our area. Like, I think we like all of them. You know what I'm saying? But like my favorites, like you said, reading the lyrics so I can know when I go to school. Like, remember Wangston and shit like that in the club, so I can go rap it at school. Like, it was like 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dipset can't. Well, really, first before it was Bow Wow for real. Beware a dog, nigga. Like, if you want to be real, that was my favorite rapper. Like,
nah, straight
damn
up
near
for
favorite
real.
person. That it was so
Dead
Beware
sad.
ass,
Bow
bro.
Wow.
Hey, straight up, you ain't never lied, bro. Straight up, like I went through a whole ass bow, but no pause. I went through a whole ass Bow Wow phase, nigga. Like I had Beware the Dog. I was watching Like Mike and
Man,
shit.
come on,
Like,
braids, all the shit, bro.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, like I
I
mean, I
fuck
still
with
hear
Bow
it
Wow, but I
now,
don't
but
think he was my favorite. I can't say because I think there was like a lot of
what?
better. So okay. So name me an era or like the year where Bow Wow popped off the biggest, and I can probably tell you another rapper that was probably.
2001, 2, 3, 4. What you mean? That nigga
Oh,
was
okay,
going
perfect,
crazy.
perfect. Thank you. Who else? What other rappers can you name that was popping 2001, 2, and 3? Bro, this is like remember, this is like the mecca
No,
of
Jay Z and
hip
them.
hop. Thank you. So
You know
why
Bow
would
Wow
Bow
sold out
Wow
the Garden,
ever
right?
be my favorite rapper if Jay, Nas, X, and all these people were? It just couldn't. But I love Bow Wow. Yes, absolutely. Hardball. I watch all the movies, bro. Trust me.
But I'm saying like, cause he like damn near was our age, so it's like I feel what you saying. Like yeah, like 50 outside, like them niggas grown. Like I wasn't doing what 50 was doing. Like you know what I'm saying. I act like I related to it, but
Mm,
it's like Bow Wow, bro. Like Puppy Love and all that. Like I'm relating to this shit. I'm getting braids. I'm
yeah.
wearing hip. Like
Yeah,
it's like
I was in the
that's
streets, so
that's
I
what
think it was a little different for me. I think
you
me
said.
that
You
being
was
in the
where?
streets, I think it was a little bit different for me.
Damn, nigga, where you get in the streets?
nigga was in the streets at 10.
Bro,
Damn,
I
nigga.
hopped off the porch when I was like four, even earlier than 14, but I'll say really 14. At 12, I was already doing dumb shit. But first time I got
See,
arrested,
yeah,
I was
nah, nah,
16.
nah. I was still on some kid shit, bro. I mean, we was still
Yeah.
beating up, like fighting and shit like that, but just straight off the porch, nah, we weren't doing that. I was still
No,
having fun and
but
shit.
I listened to Bow Wow. Trust me, I would learn his lyrics too, but it was more so for the ladies. You see, like Bow Wow helped me like understand how to kind of talk to women, like how to dress for the women, whatever. When I was listening to X and shit, that was my other like my you see my other different side of my mentality. When I was listening to
No, I
Jay,
feel
when
you.
I was listening to these things like Mace, like the hustling aspect of Mace, and even the women's side. Bow Wow for me was like it might be in my headphones. I'm not listening to it with the homies or whatever. But
Man,
yeah.
what? Nigga, my friends turned up to be where, I mean, I thought all the kids our age was turned up to that. Like,
Nigga, I was
but we
Harlem
was doing
shaking
that. We
this
was DMX and all
I
motherfucker
that
was
to
shit,
Harlem
Bow
though.
Shaking
Wow,
the
nigga.
Mace and
Yeah,
Puffy at that
nigga.
time. Shiny Suits, that's what I was on. And Bow Wow was still there, yes. But the Shiny Suits overtook, and the DMX and all that overtook what Bow Wow was doing for me. I'm sorry.
Hold on, cause
I
you from
think
the
my
East Coast?
mentality, was just different too as young. Cause I used to chill with a lot of older cats
Oh, that's
when
what
I
it
was young.
is. You from the East Coast?
Yes, through
Oh
and through.
yeah.
You could
Okay,
hear it in
okay.
me probably too.
Yeah,
Hey, them
yeah,
niggas
bro.
like Nas and them, I'm with you and that, but like when I like Nas and them, they always like just seem like the older heads that like the hip hop serious heads to me. Like Bow Wow and them, like you said, like they was more like just my age. I just felt like I could be more like them. I looked at Nas and them shit. I was like, okay, them just them the hip hop dudes, the older dudes that be on that hip hop shit. I'm finna turn this Bow Wow on that motherfucking do the little thing when he grab his shoulder and he flick the little dust off his shoulder and that
Yes,
shit, the
bro. I'm
Harlem
Harlem
shake.
shaking in this bitch,
I'm
bro. I'm
finna do the
Kurt
fuck.
walking in this bitch. What you mean? Nigga, I'm about to turn my jersey backwards. Hey, low key, it was Wayne too, cause you remember like it was really Bow Wow and Wayne. Cause Squad Up, he was Squad Up back then in the block. He coming out, he young as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like bling bling. So it's like, damn, I got Bow Wow and then this nigga Lil Wayne. I damn near want both of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? So them really was my first two. Then it went to 50, and then
But what about Ti?
No, he was just one of the people that for me, was one of the people in our era that everybody liked too, like T.I., Nelly,
Yeah,
all them people
Luda.
and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
I
like
went
Ari
through
wasn't tapped in.
I went through a Twister phase. This nigga's not gonna even say shit. What's the
What's
word,
good,
nigga?
Nas?
Like, what the fuck? Niggas having a great conversation. This nigga Nas, boy.
Hey, Blue, don't start shit, man. Don't let me go on your sucked on Eminem peanut head ass on boy.
Hey, see, you caught me on the right night. We'll make you in this motherfucker. We'll cook you. I'm off the shit.
No,
Boy,
wasn't it? Hey, yeah, man.
Well,
But what we saying, man? We had a good ass era, bro. It's crazy because I never thought I even liked artists more than like 50 and Wayne, and then shit, this nigga Drake came. It's like, man,
that's
fuck
facts.
everybody else, bro. Not even fuck everybody. I can't say that. That's not fair.
No,
But
I mean,
it's
no,
not
it
fuck
feels,
everybody because I
it feels.
still,
No,
you
I
know,
can understand that
yeah.
way though. It's just like when you stick to that one artist that's just like that's more like that's your favorite more than the other favorite rappers that you grew up listening to. It's kind of hard to say, fuck them because they grew. It's part of you though. Like any artist that just like yo, this year, that year, or this era, I remember grabbing this, that, and the third. But as life goes on, this nigga just changed the whole game. I've been listening to this nigga ever since. It be like that.
No, that's a fact.
you was listening to Romeo Nas. You look
Fuck
like the
little
nigga
Romeo.
looking at
Nah,
look
you
like
ain't precious out
that
me,
nigga.
little boy.
No, it don't. No, I was
18
listening to
nigga make
Romeo. I
money
was
you
for sure
bad
listening to Romeo until
easy.
he dissed Bow Wow. Then I'm like, oh hell no, bro.
Nah,
It's
that
war now, bro. Who this nigga
Yeah, it
think he
was
is, bro?
that shit
nah, I
was
remember,
kind of decent though.
but
I ain't gonna lie.
That shit
y'all was
was
Romeo.
straight
bringing up
though.
little
And I
Bow
used to
Wow.
be
That's
watching
why I
the
had to
show and
join
shit.
in.
Niggas watching the
Romeo
Romeo
show.
show.
That shit was turned up.
Nah, yeah, I remember Lil Romeo show. It's just Jordan, like all that Nickelodeon shows. That shit
It's
was
a couple of songs like I'm just thinking like big impactful songs because y'all was talking about like 50 Cent. It's a couple of songs in my memory like that I remember like this sounds so old but like before the internet that really show you like the impact of shit like In the Club was one of those songs like I remember as a kid like I walk outside and I just a car always was
No,
driving
that shit
past
was
listening
always
to that
playing.
shit. Always like you go anywhere people was playing In the
Wankster
Club
too.
all the time. Wayngsta, another song I'm not gonna
We
lie to
came out
you.
to Wankster, my middle school, not to cut you, my middle school team and shit. Like we had came, that was our song we came out to and shit. So
That's
they,
crazy.
yeah,
That's
Y'all
y'all come out
forgetting
the Wayne as
21
a middle school is
questions.
crazy.
yeah, they let us edit
21
that shit.
questions.
You know
That's
they had
one.
to edit. You know they had the edit version.
Oh, that's another one. Ray 21 question. That was everywhere. Another song
Hell yeah.
too that hella nostalgic because I couldn't like walk outside without hearing that shit. Is goddamn damn I just lost the damn song. Drake and fucking Trey Songz Successful. When that shit came out,
Oh my
that shit
god.
was played on the radio so
Look,
much.
and I
Like
felt like the
not.
man though, Blue, because I was already listening to it. Like, if you really was tapped in, you know what I'm saying, with Drake fucking with Drake, you already heard it. So I'm just like,
Yeah,
man, this
I was
crazy.
still like I said, still introduced to Drake, like hearing songs here and there. But back then, when Trey Songz held like the R&B shit on lock, and then the album, I forgot the name of the album, but that's when he put the Successful. I was like, wait a minute. So Successful was originally on So Far Gone, and he added that song to his on Trey Songz album. That's kind of, you know what I mean?
Hey, that was like the era, like
Mm.
last of the singing niggas though. Like, like niggas
No,
be
facts.
them niggas was last. It's like Trey Songz, fucking Drake, fucking Chris Brown. They was the last era of singing niggas that was actually singing like actual R&B. Like, you get me?
Nah,
Like
that's
niggas
facts.
don't even do that shit no more. Like you over here.
Drake took him out, bro. That nigga singing got better, and it's just like we don't need he don't need an R&B singer on his hook, and it's like if a nigga wants somebody to sing, they got Drake. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, Chris Brown and Trey Songz, yeah, y'all watch out, watch out. We good. Usher, all y'all, we good off y'all, bro. We got Drake now.
when we gonna have a real conversation about this shit, like a real conversation about Drake being probably one of the kings of R&B, like for real. I know they everybody start talking about like R. Kelly and Usher and shit like that and Chris Brown, but like when you think about it, you talk about like catalog, like I'll go a verses with somebody and up against like Chris Brown catalog with Drake R&B catalog, and I'll fuck around. I think I'll win.
Nah, you
Like
gonna win for sure.
Hell,
I think
bro.
I'll win. Like
I don't think so. I mean,
Huh?
if you want to have, first
Oh,
of all, R. Kelly got it. First of all, the king of R&B started with Bobby
no,
Brown
King of the
or
Golden
whatever.
Showers is what he is.
Like how can like what would it be? Would it be just an era? Because Drake ain't gonna beat like he's not gonna beat people like a Lenny Williams,
Yes, he
Teddy
is.
Pendergrass,
They don't
Stevie
got enough,
Wonder.
Tracy.
That's cap case. Tracy was
Hmm.
smacking him.
I
Okay,
know.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
I mean,
Okay, I'm
you
done.
had to
I'm
be from
done.
that era.
I'm
I just
done.
feel like
I'm
that
done.
kind of music is like, all right, nowadays niggas don't really want to hear that shit. You get what I'm saying? So you
Yeah,
had to
it
be
would
from
be
that era type
unfair.
shit.
The hell if they don't, I got a flash so
No, it would be unfair on both
70s
sides.
Now I
playlist
It'll
hear
be
what you're
unfair on
too.
saying,
both
but like
sides, Tracy.
majority of people don't want to hear that shit for real. Like,
Yeah,
No,
that's
it
fair though.
would.
That's
It would be
fair.
unfair on both
I
sides.
mean, y'all
Yeah.
age don't, but nah, I'm still rocking the
Yeah,
Teddy
see, it'll be
Pendergrass,
unfair.
Greatest Hits, Isley Brothers.
But we
Yeah.
would have to pick the songs wisely, like as far as like Drake songs, because I know some people be like, well, he rapping on this like his hybrid R&B song, so it would have to be like I don't know how we would
it would just be
kind of
that shit.
do
Yeah,
it.
Like, bro,
and I think too, we probably couldn't I wouldn't put Drake up against like some of those older artists like Teddy and people like that because I think too that obviously it's a whole different style of music, a whole different time. Like I feel like when it comes to Drake and current R&B artists, I feel like he's smacking all of them. I feel like if we talk about 2000 up, Drake got to be in that top 5 like R&B artists of all
Yeah,
time.
he's top five for sure.
that's
Yeah,
facts.
Usher will be like a hard R&B versus I believe and that's just off Confessions. I would say like it would be just tough, because them people still here. You know what I'm saying? Not not to say like they old as fuck, but that they still popping out at concerts and shit like that. So
Don't come on, Inevitable. Don't disrespect the OGs
I'm not
before.
just I'm saying they still tapped in. You know what
I
I'm
know,
saying?
I'm just saying though, but I got an old soul OG. I'm like, hey, don't disrespect the old
So
head, young blood.
and then
Don't
also
do me
too,
like
like
that.
with the Usher shit, like, and I love Usher. I ain't gonna lie, Usher was my favorite R&B artist outside of Drake. Like, I went through a whole Usher shit.
yeah,
People
me
only
too.
really talk about Confessions. Like, he got other albums like
Yeah,
8701 and all that shit.
8701, all that. Come on,
Yeah,
Nah,
but
man.
like,
that
but
album was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
but like
One.
after Confessions and shit, like his other albums don't really got that much shit on there. Like, and if you start comparing it, like that's why I say like why Drake will win so many verses is because these niggas are just run out of songs. Like they'll play their best songs in the first like 10, 15, and Drake is gonna continue to play R&B classic after classic
And they
after
got to start
classic.
playing they mid.
I mean,
Yeah,
listen,
they're gonna play all mid,
They
right?
start
Literally.
playing mid
yeah,
as they did in
but I mean,
2025.
I'm gonna keep it real though. If it was like a verse, like say a three-way verse, like a competition though, between like say if it was Usher, Chris Brown, and Drake, just if we gonna pick albums, I say
That's
Chris
easy.
Brown. You said what?
That'd be you saying pick
Yeah.
R&B albums or
No. Like
oh,
saying if there was like one beat R&B album, like saying like song for song, like who will win just overall though. If we gonna pick, I say for Chris Brown, it's indecisive. It's between either X or yeah, it's X. Then for Usher, Usher versus Raymond, I gotta keep it real with if we're gonna pick R&B though, I feel like Certified Lover Boy got a little bit of rap, but I feel like that album is more of R&B in my opinion though. If we're gonna keep it real.
hell no. Nas, you think that's hell no.
I don't know about R&B. Like you better off saying like take care obviously and like for all the dogs and shit. CLB got a lot of raps on that
Yeah,
shit.
for all the dogs, probably. I fuck with all the
Nas,
dogs.
hold on. Did you just pick Usher Raymond versus rap? You pick those the albums you picking?
Yeah.
And X? Oh yeah, you ain't no real fan, bro. You tripping, bro. Nigga, you picked them trash ass
That's
albums,
my
bro.
personal albums though. It's my like personal albums. I mean, I listen to
You picked that over Confessions?